brothers and sisters, put your hands together for Apocalypse.
Peace. Here we go. Another day from the Depths of Apocalypse, Dogs of God's Entertainment. With a quick word of reflection. You know, I was thinking this morning about a lecture from Ms. Louis Farrakhan. I believe it was 2007, Savior's Day, but it was Believers Meeting. How many of you remember that Believers Meeting where the minister called for all the believers all over the country who were ever in the Nation of Islam, and he paid for everybody's dinner because he wanted to have like a fireside chat like with the believers, right? And I believe the title of it was The Way We Were. Man, the way we were, you know, and the things that I recall from that message are the very things that, you know, I longed for in my coming into the ranks of the Nation of Islam. You know, the way we were, like for instance, Savior's Day. When we have Savior's Day, whether it's in Chicago, whether it's in Detroit, wherever it is, you know, hey, we lock down all these hotels and things of that nature, you know what I mean? And everybody book their rooms or what have you, you know, but back in the day, that wasn't the case. Hell, we couldn't stay in their hotels, you know what I'm saying? And for real, the believers were so tight that whenever they left town, it wasn't a question that you're going to stay with some believers somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it was. You know what I mean? You know, we knew each other like, man, I know your whole family. And I'm saying it, I'm speaking in first person, but back in those days, and they knew each other's family, and you know, mothers, fathers, children, all of that, you know what I mean? And then I'm reflecting on a time, and I'm talking about the end of it, like the tail end of it, where I remember a time where you can leave your house, leave the door wide open, go way across town, do whatever you need to do way across town, you know what I mean? And come back home. And the thought of somebody coming into your house never even crossed your mind. You know what I mean? Yeah. I remember a little bit of that. And then, you could knock on your neighbor's door. Oh, you know, yeah, you have a couple of eggs. You know, we need a couple of eggs. You know what I'm saying? Going to the store later, but right now, I need a couple of eggs to do what I need to do. Of course. You know what I mean? You knock on your neighbor's door today and ask for some eggs, right? But that's how close and tight knit, man, the community, the black community was, right? And so I'm reflecting on that today because, you know, the question crossed my mind, like, if I'm a believer, you know what I mean? Why wouldn't I want to be a believer's neighbor? Right? So that, and where you have communities of believers, and then those who are in that community who may not have come to join the ranks, it doesn't even matter because the atmosphere and the vibe and the spirit in the neighborhood is such that you're already a part of it, because you are. You just haven't recognized it yet. But because of who we are and because of how we present ourselves to you, you already feel like you are part of the believers because you are. You know what I'm saying? And so Man, so that's the thought that I had this morning about the vibe and the spirit of that dinner and how it was at our tables, how it was, afterwards in our mingling. And that's how Savior's Day is anyway. Speaking of that, we're coming up on Savior's Day. Happy Savior's Day to all who can hear my voice. And so, but just a reflection even on that, how whenever it's Savior's Day, everywhere you turn, you hear the greetings. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. And you see a pleasant smile, or you see interaction that's like, wow, this is family, man. This is how it is. Man, that's the hereafter. The hereafter is now for my followers, said Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And that's the desire of the heart of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, for him to even call us together to teach and talk about a time where, it used to be you couldn't go in their restaurants. You couldn't stay in their hotels. You couldn't do certain things. But guess what? It was all right because we had what we needed among ourselves to do what we needed to do. And like it or not, that's where we're headed. We're headed back into that. We're already there. We're just resisting it. You know what I'm saying? So just, relax. Relax. Get to know each other. You know what I mean? Because guess what? We're gonna have to live among ourselves. That's our word today from the Desert Apocalypse. Look, if you're in Chicago, it's January, 2022, but it's January. You know what I mean? And I'm just here saying to you that in my understanding and in my experience, January is one of the worst months for business. And that is the case at the foodie spot. Yeah, I'm being straight up with you. So if you in Chicago, 7350 South Stony Island Avenue, come on through. Show some love. Show some support. All right? Enjoy your day. Peace.